Hey folks, Father Sympathic from CGVirus here. Today we're going to create a translucency map for subsurface scattering, and we're going to apply it in a skin shader, and we're going to see how to work with it in subsurface scattering translucency setup in Blender Eevee and as well as in Cycle. So let's see. First of all, let's understand what is this translucency mask system is. It is basically an approximation mask where we are telling our engine that how much thick this geometry could be. So you can actually draw your stuff as well. So by this thing, what we can do is basically we can create a mask, a very effective mask, to tell how much thick this stuff and how much scattering it should have and how much translucency it should have in subsurface setup. So yeah, you can see that here. Let me show you. You can drive your mask, you can also drive your color as well. Okay, so that's how you can work with it. Pretty much inexpensive way, rather than using volumetric stuff, volumetric engines and stuff like that. We can tell it very easily here. So it is used in industry as well, in game engines, and also we have seen it in ray trace engine as well. So yeah, pretty nice stuff, pretty good stuff. And yeah, okay, so let's make one. Let's create this mask. Select this. Let's create a new material called SSS, and we're going to create an ambient occlusion map here. Okay, we're going to change the render engine to Cycle, device CPU, and let's go here. Okay, press Ctrl Shift to see the arrow here, and go to the insight and go for only local. So we're going to change the distance here. Okay, press Shift to go for granular setting, and yeah, let's talk about this thing. So the black part will become the most luminance. So what we are seeing that this is good. Yeah, so this will get the most luminance here. So 0.03 is good for this particular object. Okay, we can also plug a normal map. So fortunately we have a normal map, so let's go to the image texture here, and let's open this normal map here. This should be a non-color, and we can give it a normal map. There we go, and let's connect it to the normal map. So now we will have a normal map here as well. Good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is basically we're going for sample. Let's make some bigger sample here, and now we're going for an image editor here. Let's go for an image editor. We're going to create a new. Let's make it luminance loom mask here. Okay, and we're going to give it 4K here, up to you. So press N, go to the image, and we're going for a color space of linear as well here. Okay, so let's import it. So here, image texture, and we're going for luminance loom mask here. Okay, alright, so now let's go to the sampling setup, and we're going to use 2 sample, or let's make it 3. Okay, and other things are fine. So let's go to the back section, and we're going for emit, and other things are fine. So let's select it, let's select this, and let's bake it. Okay, the bake is done, so let's save it, image save, and we're going to name it loom mask. So let's use RGB here, and other things are fine. So let's save that image as well here. Okay, so let's change it to linear. There we go. So now we're going to use it. Alright, so let's import everything here. So let's scrap it all. Shift A, image. So we're going for an image of diffuse map, sRGB. It is good. Let's connect it here, and Shift D. Yep, Shift D, we are going for normal map, non-color, and create a normal map, connect it here and here. Okay, good. So now let's go for another. Shift D, and we're going for this loop mask here. Should be linear. That's it. Okay, now let's go to the setup here. 0, and let's do it from here. So let's go for an HDRI. Let's do this. Use not put. Okay, I'm going for an output, wall output. So let's go to surface, background. Yeah, okay, and let's go for an environment texture. So let's see, we have some environment. So HDR image, let's go for this small studio. Press Ctrl T, and let's see the rotation. Yeah, somewhere here. That'd be good. There we go. Okay, good. Let's dim the strength a little bit so we can work with it later. Okay, go for it. And now let's talk about these setups here. So first of all, let's go to the material setup here. This is for Eevee, and let's go to settings, and we're going to let's go to Eevee now, because we're using Eevee here. Let's go to Eevee. There we go. Okay, let's wait to compile, and here is your stuff. Okay, so we're going to check ambient occlusion, we're going to check the screen space reflection and stuff like that. And let's go to the material setup here, and for this guy we're going to check subsurface translucency as well. So now if we go to the subsurface, what we're seeing is this. Okay, so we have subsurface, which is good. So now let's go one by one. So let's first create this, and let's go for a global threshold system. So this is the color ramp, we're going to use it, and let's create an invert here. So now we have a proper masking system here, right? Okay, so this will be the global threshold system, and now we will need bunch of color ramp setup here actually. So first thing is, let's go here, and we're going to create a mix node here, mix RGB, and this will be used as our blood color and stuff like that. So what we can do is basically we can factor it here. Okay, so it will be used as our blood color. So let's connect it to the subsurface color as well. Okay, now we have a coloring setup here, you can see. To make it work pretty nicely, we are going for another color ramp here. It will be connected to the secondary this slot. Okay, and now we can drive our color factor pretty easily here as well. Okay, so now let's create another color ramp here, connect it to the to this invert input, and we're going to use this subsurface mapping with this. Okay, so now we have a very nice global system for our color ramping. So we can, create some threshold, something like this, maybe something like this, and let's use full spectrum here. Yeah, so with this we are using the subsurface scaling system, and with this we are using the color system, color thresholds. Okay, so suppose we have something like 1.35.2. these are the pretty much standard for an skin shader. Okay, so now we can create and stuff like that. Okay, we can drive actually all of those setup here. Yeah, so now it's up to you how you want to work with it. Maybe some blood will be much more good. There we go, the orange tint. And maybe here we can use something like this. So match it with yourself. And we're using the sun here to make a secondary valuation here. Okay, so you can see your stuff here. Okay, so don't forget to connect the subsurface color, otherwise it will not work perfectly. There we go, now it is working nicely. And yeah, that's how you can make your stuff. Also, you can use cycle for this, by the way. So if you go to the cycle, you will get the exact thing here, which is good. Yeah, so that's it. I'm Father Simple from CG Virus, and we're going to see you next time. Bye bye.